Hello everyone, welcome back to more Spire II. I'm playing Silent today, planning to get her to Ascension 10 if we're lucky. So my last episode, I guess I did Necrobinder, lost again. Still don't really, I don't know, I feel like I get this character but I lose every time, so I must be wrong. I got Defect to Ascension 10 before that, and the Ironclad was on Ascension 9 last we looked, I think. I did or maybe lower? I did an Ironclad run off camera that seemed like it was going pretty badly. But, picked up, like, Rupture and a bunch of Strength Gain and HP loss in the middle of Act 2, and then a bunch of Sustain in Act 3 while the elites beat the shit out of me. You know, bought an early Meat on the Bone. Had picked up a late Eternal Feather. It was just fine to take 30 damage every fight, and I eventually got there. So Ironclad is now on Ascension 10, but we're playing Silent. A friend of mine started uploading some videos of his, and his video for today was getting Silent to. I haven't finished the video. I assume he got to Ascension 10. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I just go lose on Ascension 9 to prove which one of us is the best after all. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, first of all, this is tough enemies, deadly enemies. That's the main thing. I feel like everything before this kind of just doesn't matter. Like, Tight Belt and Ascender's Bane is a little annoying. Weary Traveler, yeah, that's a serious deal sometimes. It's a substantial amount of HP you're missing. So, okay, not everything before this doesn't matter. But, like, Gloom doesn't matter that much. Maybe it does, I don't know. Scarcity. But, like, tough and deadly enemies, these feel like very substantial upgrades. Anyway, let's see what we're doing here. Gain 2 relics for an additional strike and a defend. Okay. I really don't care for colorless cards. I'm generally okay with Lost Coffer, but let's look at the map and see if there's some reason I would disagree with myself. Think we should do 5 elites? Nobody's ever had trouble with that, right? Just easy mode it? I don't think so. But it's possible. You don't often get offered 5 elites. I think it's obviously crazy to try for that, but it's just funny that it's being offered when normally it's not an option. This campfire, I mean, you don't really want to fight too. Like, where are all the events in this act? It seems like it's just all hallway fights, right? And so I guess they're on the right mostly? So if you wanted to try to avoid, you know, a huge number of hallway fights, where exactly could you go? One thing you could do is fight 5 elites. But the hard hallway fights after the third are substantially harder, and I don't want to take those on super early. Which, if I want to get to, like, here, I kind of have to. Unless you go through the shop. The other thing you could try would be this, where at least you get to a fire before your hard hallway fights, but then there's 2 more of them, and you get 1 elite at the end of the act. I'd like to try to go for 2. And I know that, like, you know, sometimes you can't afford that, but, like, the last game that I lost, I only fought 1 elite in Act 1, and I really just didn't have any relics or any scaling block, as I recall. Well, okay, so maybe I should get to this point via here, so that I don't have to fight so many hard hallway fights on the way. I don't have to take an early elite or an early shop. Then I probably skip this guy. Go up and over. And it's really like dealer's choice as to whether you want anywhere between 0 and 3 elites here. You can pick up a campfire unless you want 3 elites. That seems pretty reasonable. So if you're doing this, you probably don't need a card reward and a potion. We should be just fine. Right? So I wonder if I can take a capsule here. I know, people say And I don't disagree. Obviously, you're not thrilled to add strikes or defends. But, you know, it's a big deck already. The percentage degradation is pretty low. And strikes and defends aren't curses. They're just not very good. If you're not trying to build a thin infinite deck, which I pretty much never am, it's not a death sentence. And I like relics. Let's see what we got. Okay, I don't like Pen Nib. Pen Nib is a perfect... okay. I guess on Ascension 9, I'm going to have to try to pay attention and track Pen Nib if I want to actually win. And Whetstone, I mean... Did it upgrade the new defend it gave us? No. Oh, right, it can't upgrade defense. It upgraded 2 strikes, these two. Okay. But I wonder, I think it... I guess we got the 2 relics before we got the strike and defend, so I think it would have been impossible to enchant this strike. Not that it matters at all, just a curiosity. Well, I feel like those were pretty bad hits, but we'll see. If only because I'm bad at using Pen Nib, I suppose. I have 14. I don't think you have to sign up to take damage from this guy. He attacks for like 13 on the next turn, which is a lot. Oh, 14, because it's deadly elite, or deadly enemies. But, I mean, he'll take a turn off eventually. Or at least he'll chill out a bit. Almost missed lethal there. But I didn't have it, so I couldn't miss it. That's the main reason for me to ever not miss lethal, is if it's not there. If it is there, I usually miss it. Poison stab, perfectly fine. Not a huge fan of Phantom Blades. Not a huge fan of shivs in general. They can be quite strong, but they're very, like, one-dimensional. Transform or upgrade? Honestly, just, like, upgrade my neutralize, right? I think. And make it sharp? Seems good. Now, actually, if you get that ancient relic that replaces your neutralize with suppress, does this enchantment carry over? I think it actually does. I guess this could be an interesting way to find out. Because if not, you probably shouldn't enchant you shouldn't sharpen the neutralize. You should sharpen the poison stab or something. But I think it does actually work. Yikes. Well, these aren't even my upgraded strikes. What the hell? So I could full block and do a bit of damage. Oh, right. I was thinking I can't kill this guy, so I'd have to block twice to full block. But no, I could double strike here and then defend. What double strike? I've said this before in a previous video some time ago. Double strike. That's like a... When I say those words... Oh. Whoops. God, I hate Pen Nib. When I say those words, it conjures like... What game is the actual double strike... That's like a card in, or an attack in some game that I'm trying to... That just like is on the... Double strike. I'm sure it's in a lot of them, but... Man, I don't know. This is doing effectively 11 damage by next turn. I don't really need that much, right? But, I mean, I guess I do want to make sure I can kill this guy if necessary. Double strike. Oh, it just won't leave my head. Help. My pen nib mistake is now costing me because he's not. Yeah, okay. You could be greedy, play Slimed here, and hope to draw like Neutralize and take 0, but I don't think that's a reasonable play. You take 2 here and admit you made a mistake. Prepared is a great card. Doesn't do anything right now, but I think it's worth adding. No. Well, yeah, actually. So you want to... No, you don't have to play all the defense because you're weakening him. Okay, so I can afford to exhaust the Ascender's Bane. Well, those 2 attacks both did 6 damage, so I didn't mess up Pen Noob this time. Love Snakebite. Just some early damage. I don't see why I should take extra damage here. Let's join forces. Hey! And do I feel good about an elite? Absolutely not. Might have been nice to get some gold. Well... No bandages for me. I mean, I gotta tell you, all these cards are crying out my name. They don't really help at the moment, except for footwork. Prepared is actively bad for my deck at the moment. But it's just so good later. I guess I'm going to go take 1 elite. I think removing a card here was completely unreasonable. All of these are... Well, I don't know. Maybe you could decline the prepared, but you can't actually afford to take the other 2 cards plus card removal, right? You can only do that if you skip the footwork, and I don't think that's reasonable. So if you're taking footwork, you're either taking both of these, or anyway, 2 cards, or you're taking a card remove. I guess there's potions here. Hang on. I mean, I don't really think any of these are going to help me that much with an elite. I don't think, like... So the dream would be buy a potion, and it lets you kill an elite, and you've spent, like, $50 on a relic, right? But I don't think any of these are doing that. So, how much is it if I buy all this? 174? So I can't quite afford Dagger Spray. I mean, it's the kin. You have to take Dagger Spray, right? So maybe what you do is you skip the prepared. Just because, like, at least Acrobatics does something right now, whereas prepared is just actively bad. I don't know. Acrobatics is sometimes worse. Prepared is a really good card once you get a few Sly cards. And Prepared Plus is already playable. Say that 3 times fast. But adding a second Prepared when I don't have any way to take advantage of it, it's just hand size negative for no reason. At least Acrobatics, if you draw it with a bunch of bad cards, you can play it and draw some good cards. Prepared does not have that benefit. It does have the benefit that you know, you can cycle it if there's a card in your hand you don't want to play. Then at least you can get to the card that was underprepared. But so I don't know, like, what are we looking for here? I think it might be Dagger Spray. I really have not been responsible about adding damage. And oh, that's nice. With the kin coming up, plus the potential of running into, you know, any number of multi-party hallway fights, I think Dagger Spray is nice. Oh, this is nice too, to be honest. I guess I should have played this first. Doesn't matter. I mean, there's like nothing I could draw that I would want to play. But well, yeah. I would have been happy to draw a Sender's Bane, but in that case, it doesn't matter whether I draw first or last. I mean, that was like the best turn one I could have asked for. Except it would be nice to exhaust the Ascender's Bane as well, you know? Let's see if I can notice Pen Nib this fight. What do you think of that? Ooh. Wait, is he dead? No, right? No. Oh well. Would have been nice to draw a defend there, I think. If I'm being honest. That would have been on my wish list. Oh, okay, Pen Nib. I noticed it just in time. So as long as I block, I can keep Pen Nib on 9. And I can indeed block. Exactly, thanks to my decks. Okay, Ricochet. I've already got 2 discard enablers, plus the one you start with. So, can we afford to Smith? I'm looking pretty good into Frog Parasite, I think. With the upgraded Dagger Spray. And a nice thick deck, so all the statuses are less impactful, I guess. Statue I don't feel great against. Excuse me, Bygone Effigy. And the Berdanis, I mean, I'm sure that would be fine. It usually is. Footwork helps a lot. Maybe Footwork gives me enough hope against the statue as well. But, I mean, there's 2 other fights. I'm at 40. How bad could it be? Could be bad. Okay. I'll give it a shot. It's a lot of damage, buddy. You know what? He's vulnerable. Let's get an attack potion out there. Predator's pretty powerful. Oh my god, Pen Nib! I forgot already. Holy smokes. Okay, he's just dead. Good potion. Okay, Dagger Throw looks nice, I think. Still need more damage. Actually, what about Follow Through? Really nice for the kin, right? Okay, my least favorite of the elites at the moment, I think. And then I just want to spend the rest of my energy on attacks. They all do 6, so the order doesn't matter. Is this better for some reason? This is the same amount of damage as 2 other attacks. But it's only 1 card, so it's less slow, and it doesn't have the additional effects of poison or neutralize, so no, it's just worse. This is, like, clearly the best play for the turn. Unless you wanted to forego footwork for some reason, which, I mean, you would be crazy. I was hoping for Snakebite. But at least we get to keep them weak. Pen Nibs on 7. I'd really like to save this Dex Potion for the boss. I think it's wrong to use it here. But I mean, I'm close to just being dead, to be honest. Yeah, I think this might be the end of me, guys. Can't fight a single elite on this difficulty. Better get neutralized on a lot of blocks. Or just that. Pen Nib. Well, I think actually we get there. It's definitely right to play this first. You get less slow but more Pen Nib. And then the enemy's only at 15, which 9 plus 6 exactly does it. Plus I get like 1 spare damage from slow. Alright. Time to die in the next fight. Bellows is an amazing pickup. Yeah, I'll take a Piercing Wail. Yeah, I definitely could die here. Oh my god, it upgrades my whole starting hand. Unreal. So this blocks, or this for that matter. We're not Pen Nibbing. Nine and 13 is 22, so that I couldn't kill you. I could kill you if I wanted. But, well, there's no but. I guess I should just do it, right? I have to forego footwork. That's the but. I think that's fine. Pen? This is 21 damage, puts Pen Nib on 9, and so then he dies to poison next turn, and then we get Pen Nib. Great. Okay, hallway fight survived. Up my sleeve, a kind of scaling damage in a way. Because it's damage that gets cheaper as the fight goes on. It's not clear that there's any reason I would want it, though. I think I'm looking more at deflect. Like I haven't. The only block I've added this whole time has been footwork, and deflect is kind of the perfect partner. Plus, I'm going to be popping a Dex Potion, believe you me. So deflect looks pretty good here. It's not my favorite card overall, but in this situation it seems good. Maybe I didn't need the Dex Potion just yet, although I think I did. God, get Pen Nibbed, you morons. Pen-nibbed, vulnerable. I love it. Okay, that's an incredible start. Yeah, I did need the Dex potion. I'd be blocking for only 8 without it. Oh, and it added 2 weak because it's upgraded by Bellows. Amazing. 14. I'm frail, though, so Survive or Defend does not get there. But I think it's... I mean, you could just be very cautious and play Defend, Defend, Survivor, right? But Acrobatics has a lot of potential upside. It could find you the footwork, for example. Could find you a Sly card. Could find you Deflect. Like, so, if you were playing Defend, Defend, Survivor, you would start with Prepared. I'm playing Acrobatics first. Well, I guess there's not a good reason. I was thinking because, like, oh, that way there's more chance that Prepared hits a Sly card. But it's not like I'm going to draw 5 Sly cards off of Acrobatics, right? There's only 1 in the deck. So whether Prepared hits it or Acrobatics hits it doesn't matter that much. Okay. Well, that's certainly nice to know. I think I'd still like Acrobatics. I almost missed lethal on the middle guy, actually, by discarding that strike. I think I did miss lethal on you. I should have kept the strike. No, I can't play ball. I can't. These right. I only had 2 energy. That was why I did it. Well, this is better than playing a defend. I'm pretty sure. So we're signing up for some damage this turn. But I got to get that Dagger Strike Plus out there. They just never stop. There's only 11. They're attacking for 19! This is a criminal act! Okay. We might be back in business for a moment here. Because I'm blocked up in a good way. I don't think I should neutralize this guy. It would kill him, but he might just die incidentally to like a Dagger Spray or a Follow Through or even a Ricochet next turn. And if he doesn't, I can play a strike on him, right? I want to make sure you are weak next turn is what I want. I also think I want to poison you, right? Kakwa! Well, turns out I should have neutralized you. So I drew 1 strike, which kills either one of these 2, but not both. Yeah. Fair enough. Although, actually, like, I have so much dex, and I'm not frail for a change. What are they? Any 2 of them are attacking for at most 20, right? Which I've already blocked. So I guess I can just kill whichever one I want. And the one I want to kill is the one with more HP. Again, this guy I hope will be caught up soon in Dagger Spray or something. Nope. Well, it's still a close run fight here. I could win, I could lose. These all seem very possible. If he were weak, he'd be attacking for 12. So technically, Dagger Spray, Defend, Follow Through does live. I would take 3. If I go digging with Acrobatics... Oh, Pen Nib, by the way. What happens to me if I go digging with Acrobatics? I know 2 cards I'm gonna draw, and they seem kind of cool, but they don't actually help me at the moment. They're a good package to draw next turn, right? Right now, I think this is the best I've got. So I want Dagger Spray first for the Pen Nib, then Defend, then Follow Through. Now, potentially, Acrobatics... I mean, it's drawing 1 card after the shuffle, right? That 1 card could have been a block, and then I could have played Acrobatics block, but I wouldn't get to play the follow-through, so he wouldn't be weak next turn. I think I'm willing to pay 3 HP to do something better than that. God, where is my, like, Snakebite? No reason to play these. That's a really bad draw. I could be dying here as a result of that. Okay, I mean, I'm not frail, right? So... 12 damage. That's as much as Poison Stab does over its entire career, basically. So it's better to just play the Dagger Spray. It's a good-looking hand. This... Well... I could survive with the Acrobatics, Follow Through Strike, take 2. Go to 2. Or I could Acrobatics... This is a really bad next draw, isn't it? Or maybe... Can I kill him? How close is he to dead? He's taking 7 poison in the next 2 turns, putting him at 27. This is 17. So actually, this is a great draw. We're very likely to kill him next turn, as long as I don't play Acrobatics. So I think this is the play. I overestimated how much HP he would have. He's at 10, not 17. Which is good, because 10 is how much damage I have. No, I mean, I have Snakebite. I have a bit to spare. Okay, well... A bit of a close act, but I'm alive. These all have... I would be happy to add all of them. Like... I don't think any of these is bad for the deck. Bullet Time is a little dubious if you're trying to play a bunch of draw. But I don't have that much draw at the moment. And if you ever, like, draw Bullet Time in a hand without a bunch of draw, it's quite nice. It often lets you make plays you couldn't. So that's a thing we could take. Malaise, just generically good. A lot of fights it doesn't really do anything, but it's free to exhaust if you don't like it, and in some fights it does a lot. So if it's a brick, you only have to draw it once. Right, it's kind of like So, in the sense that I usually take one So on Necrobinder, as like, it really solves AoE fights, or it helps a lot in them, and if you don't want it, you can just keep it in your hand forever, you only have to draw it once. Same is true of Malaise. So it doesn't have Retain, but it does have the effect you really only have to draw it once. And Assassinate is just a big, big bonus for hallway fights. We don't have a lot of sources of Vulnerable. It's basically just Bag of Marbles, right? The Silent doesn't get much else. And with Assassinate, I could extend their Vulnerable, plus I know Assassinate's damage will actually be 15, because they'll be vulnerable, right? So I think these are all pretty reasonable additions. Which one is best? It's really hard to say. I think it kind of comes down to like, what is your deck struggling with? What is your threat model, so to speak? I think I just want the Assassinate. Sure. Save me, Orobus. Enchant a skill with Imbued. Huh. I mean, Imbued Acrobatics is kind of a funny ability, isn't it? Draw up to 10, discard 1. Yeah, played automatically at the start of combat. And then, of course, you could upgrade it, but it would actually overdraw you on turn 1. Now, basically, what that would mean is Bag of Prep gets a lot worse, because Acrobatics wouldn't be able to draw 3 cards anymore. So, I mean, that's a potential downside of this. It still seems pretty cool. Rerolling card rewards. I mean, my deck is kind of huge already. I added a strike and a defend. At the shop, I bought 3 cards and didn't remove any. And I've been clicking yes on pretty much every card reward. So I'm not sure, like, that this is really worth that much to me, because each card I add is a fairly small percentage of my deck. So I don't think this is the boss relic I'm looking for. Ring of the Drake. I mean, I love, by the way, the way that they've changed this from Slay the Spire 1. I mean, I've talked many times about how I love the Ancients more than boss relics. They're very cool. I still agree with that. But this one, like, there was a relic. I think it must have been a boss relic you could get, but I don't think it was like a different. It wasn't like you take a relic and it says, "Oh, this relic replaces your starting relic with a different one." It was like you could take, for example, on Ironclad, Black Blood was a relic you could be offered. And Black Blood said on it, this replaces Burning Blood. Right? And it was heal 12 instead of heal 6. How does this interact with, like, stuff like Ranwid, right? Can Ranwid ever ask for Touch of Orobus? I don't think he's allowed to ask for boss relics. I've never really thought about that, but that's probably true. I can't imagine you can ask for your starting relic either. So it probably doesn't interact. But anyway, the Silence old upgraded starting relic in Slay the Spire 1 was not Ring of the Drake. It was Ring of the Serpent. And I think that's what it was called, right? And it just said, at the start of every turn, draw an extra card. And so, obviously, that's a nice bonus, but it isn't strictly better than your starting relic, because on turn 1, you draw 6 instead of 7. This one is a strict upgrade on Ring of the Snake, which is nice. Probably better than Imbuing Acrobatics, because over the first few turns, it's... Well, actually, wait a minute. How would an Imbued Acrobatics work with Bellows? Probably the upgrade happens before you play Acrobatics. That's the hand you draw, and then at the start of combat it plays Acrobatics. The 7 cards you started with are upgraded, but the 3 you draw off Acrobatics aren't, I would think. Bellows is especially good on Silent. It just hadn't occurred to me before. Now it's, oh yeah, yep, there's more cards in your starting hand. That's true. So I think I'm on Touch of Erebus here for Ring of the Drake. Turn 1 is usually pretty good. If you can get 3 pretty good turns in a row, you're in a strong position to do well in the fight. But I'd like more relics, please. Can we take elites? Maybe. What was this old Jacob's Ladder thing? Okay, interesting. You know, I've talked before about my understanding of how it is they lay out the map for an act, right? Which is they just draw some number of of paths from top to bottom. Without really considering each other, and then sometimes those paths overlap each other. So like here, maybe 4 paths went to the right and 2 paths went to the left or something, it looks like, right? Notice this never splits into more than 2. So probably there are 2 paths going this way, and it looks like 3-ish going over here. But I know they can have more than 5 total paths, so I don't know. Anyway, that's my understanding of how it works. But I'm just now realizing that that clearly can't be quite right. Because if they were completely independent of each other, these various paths, you could have things like paths crossing, like from here to here, right? So they must prune those in some way. I wonder how that works. Anyway, so left path is very committal. You can either get 2 elites and only 1 fire, or 3 fires and 1 elite, which seems alright. Although I said I still do want more relics. On the right, you have a lot of choices, but they all kind of suck. Like maybe you take this fire into a shop, grab one of these 2 elites into a fire, and then maybe take another elite if you feel like it. It's not that bad, I guess. Yeah, actually, maybe this is just right. There's no 3 fire, 1 elite path like you get over here. This does look really nice. I don't feel like I'm in great shape against elites here. Yeah, I'm going left. I don't know. I'm not feeling too optimistic about this run. Barely made it through Act 1, as you saw. When am I popping Entropic Brew? Not really sure. Do I need it right now? No, I can actually just block 20. Oh, can I kill him? I sort of forgot about Pen Nib. 18 and 26. 44. So, no. But I would say his days are numbered. Oh yeah, Ring of the Snake! Ring of the Drake! What's the art on this, by the way? Kind of goofy looking snake, isn't it? Those eyes don't look right. And Snake Bite is more damage than Poison Stab. But I feel like I should just not worry at all about killing this guy and worry more about my pen nib counter. I think he's in a lot of trouble. Like, I just have to do 6 damage this turn? Don't make me laugh. Nothing weaker than a strike I could use on you? 50% less, but this is 6, and it does 4. Why not 3? Oh, he's vulnerable. Right, okay. Speedster. That could be a way to win long fights, which currently I don't really have. I've taken a lot of things that improve my early game. Some voluntarily and some not, right? Like the Bellows I didn't really have a choice about. But Bag of Marbles also didn't have a choice. Bag of Marbles, Bellows, Ring of the Snake or Drake. These are both really good for early game. Dagger Spray. I took Assassinate, right? Like, short fights I'm feeling quite good against. And Speedster would be a way that maybe I could do a lot more damage in long fights. The thing is, I don't have that much draw yet, right? So at the moment, it's a bad card. 2 energy to hopefully deal like 8 damage per shuffle. Not very good, right? So the question is its potential upside enough to outweigh its current downside? Like, even in long fights, Speedster's not very good at the moment. I'd love to take cards that would make it better. Upgrade the acrobatics and the prepared. Oh, you know what? I want to think about. There was when I at that shop I was at. I ended up taking Dagger Spray Acrobatics, and I could have had a second prepared instead of the acrobatics. How do I feel about that choice? Has it worked out well? Do I regret it? I think it was. I think it was correct still. I don't remember what else I did in that shop. Did I buy a relic? I couldn't have afforded a relic, right? I don't think I removed a card. All the bad ones are still here. I bought 2 cards. Oh no, footwork. I bought 3 cards. Yes, that's right. I mean, Dagger Spray has been a home run, I think. Acrobatics has been pretty middling. But I took it as an investment in the future, and I've lived to see at least some of that future. A Speedster, huh? I think Blade Dance is solving a problem I don't really have, although it is a good synergy with Pen Nib. Actually, I think Up My Sleeve might be better than Speedster. Because it's also a kind of scaling damage that works better with my pen nib, and like this is actually 12 damage every shuffle that I get to aim, right? And that benefits from vulnerable if I happen to draw it early enough. Okay, Speedster is to all enemies. I'm going to take up my sleeve. Feels weird, but... Okay, the cards all look pretty bad, except for well-laid plans, which I'd happily take. Any of this better? I mean, Lantern would be nice. It would be the only thing I'm buying here, if I take a relic. I think it's got to be Lantern, right? Extra energy on turn 1? I mean, I guess it's reinvesting more in hallway fights, which I've said I'm already sort of covered for, but I'm not invincible in them, I'm just fairly good at them. And this helps with, you know, bosses too, because you can play a power on turn 1 and still block or whatever, right? Well-laid plans would be the... But I don't have the kind of deck that really benefits that much from that, I don't think. Give me a Lantern. Can't afford a potion, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, you can't have my footwork. Fine. Acrobatics is a great card, but I have not found any way to make it good. I'm not going to fight and fight and fight until they finally take a strike. My ricochet's just gotten worse, I will say that. Shivs deal 6. This would be 18. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Make sure you have space. Yes, I do. Well. Pen nib, by the way. Sort of not that good in this fight, although doubling a Shiv does do something, I suppose. So, Shiv is 9 plus 6 is 15. So I can't kill either of you. Don't think I'll be needing footwork today. Well, Snakebite kills, but I'd rather make Pen Nib progress. And Strike, retaining Pen Nib also guarantees a kill. If I need to play Snakebite, I can. But if I don't, I can work on Pen Nib again. Yeah, great. Beetlejuice. Good relic, or potion. Well, another ricochet after I just threw away my acrobatics is unappealing. All of this is unappealing, I think. I think I need 3 upgrades. And, well, 3 campfires. Hopefully upgrades, maybe rests. More than I need the elite. The multiple elites. The deck is still just full of junk. If I could make some of these cards good, that would be a nice improvement. Entomancer is going to be pretty tough. Way too many multi-attacks. Piercing Whale is nice, I suppose. Yeah, one more turn of Vulnerable, I guess. Well, actually, Piercing Whale upgrade is good against all of these elite fights. I guess I have good potions. My potion belt is amazing right now. Not potion belt the relic, but just the space where I store these 2 potions. Because Beetlejuice and then Entropic Brew to fill up. Big help, yeah. And I think I'll just do that right now. Actually... only 16 damage, right? 2 defends just does it, so I don't need the Beetlejuice right now. Can save it till next turn. $18? Oh yeah, 3/4, not 2/3. Whoops. Okay, well... I think I can take 2 damage to save a turn of Beetlejuice. Pen Nib. This is 18 twice. So this is 36 and this is 30. The math is pretty mathy. Pretty clear which one to play. Nope. Yeah. Oh, this is 18 twice because he's vulnerable. This is 9 5 times. This is 45. Yeah, so this is the correct way. Yeah, pretty strong turn 1 for this character in general. How do we feel now? I mean, I don't have a lot of block. Yeah, seems like a fine Beetlejuice. Oh my god, I could just put him in my backpack and take him home with me. He's so cute and tiny. Making him lose strength is not very good right now. Because, like, his actual attack number is... I mean... 4/3 times 10/7 of what he's showing. So... 40... 21sts? Yeah, so his damage is about halved right now. Which means this actually only blocks for 4, not 8. Because the strength is applied before all the debuffs. Yeah. Okay, well. The question is, do we follow through here to get some weak on him? Oh, I haven't attacked him yet, so I'm getting energy back for attacking. So yes, I should. I can still snakebite after doing this. Or, I mean, do I want a snakebite? This deals 18. This deals 26? Snakebite takes 3 turns to do that much? Oh no, it's not 26. These are less. 9, 19. Yeah, it's got to be Snakebite. He has 18 block, so I'm not really getting through. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I'd only get to play one defend in that case. And I wouldn't get through for very much. But I mean, I guess it's better than just blocking for 2. I think I'm okay taking 2 damage here. 13 and 9 is 21. 22. So we get in for 4, plus we poison for 3. It's not a lot, but it's also pen nib progress. Okay, and this is the turn where I'm rewarded for waiting on the shrink. I paid like 2 HP to get this shrink here. He would have been attacking for like 30 or something. Well, I guess that's the play. Yeah, now he gets kind of serious, I guess. Is he dead? No. Because he's at effectively 26. I can deal 19. But if I deal 9 and then block... he'll be like so dead next turn that Snakebite is lethal. So yeah, that's the line. Block as much as you can, which is fully, and then he's dead next turn. Just before he hits you for 45. Don't show off by attacking him, you'll mess up your pen nib. And I got out of here without using the Entropic Brute. Great fight, I think. Twisted Funnel. Sure. I think we're very happy to see a well-laid plans. Do I wish I had gone this way to fight 2 elites in a row with no campfire? I don't think so. I'll just take the gold, buddy. I don't go deeper into this one. Let's get that footwork going. Footwork and well-laid plans for the boss, basically. Clumsy is okay. I like relics. Sure. Smooth Stone is great. Well worth the Clumsy, I think. What do I want besides well-laid plans? This adds 4 if you upgrade it, or... yeah. Well... okay, let's get rid of that Clumsy. There goes their artifact, at least. I guess I should assassinate before I play prepared in case I hit Oh. I was thinking in case I hit Ricochet, but of course, maybe I wanted to double up Ricochet's damage. Okay, didn't happen. I would like to play Footwork. Even though I don't need it this turn because I have the defend pluses. I won't have those in the future. So I think it's like Footwork, defend, defend, strike. Maybe I could have gotten away with 2 strikes instead of the Footwork, and this guy would just be dead? I don't know. How are we looking block-wise? Pretty good, I think. If I have to, I can just Piercing Wail. I guess I just should, right? Well, no. Can I kill you? If I could do that, that would be even better. This is 12. These shivs are 18? That looks like lethal to me. Yeah, I do have to use all of them. But that's fine. Well, taking a little damage here. Do we Snakebite or like Dagger Spray Strike? This is 12, 21. I mean... Next turn, I can play some attacks as well. So the fact that Snakebite retains is not that important. I think it's sort of a matter of... The attacks I can play this turn are a little better than the ones I can play next turn, but not like way, way, way better. So I think... And Snakebite, the sooner you play it, the better. So I guess we're going with the Snakebite. 1 week doesn't matter. I mean, I guess this is just the same as playing 2 strikes, except for pen nib count. I think I want to leave myself room to play 1 more attack this combat, so I'll actually play the Ricochet. I don't know. Maybe I needed... No. I had a dream that I could kill him with just a single additional attack, but that's pretty optimistic, isn't it? Yeah, it would have been better. Well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. Another Piercing Wail for crabs is kind of exciting. Finisher is a kind of scaling damage, but mostly I think it's just not very good in this deck. Yeah, I'll take more Piercing Wails. Another Dagger Spray. It was upgraded, wasn't it? Into this boss. Wouldn't have been unreasonable, but I think Piercing Wail is better. And then... More weak, I guess. So my general policy is you should try to kill the guy on the right first, because he attacks you for a lot. And the guy on the left doesn't. But you often need to turn left to block. So what's the guy on the left actually attacking for? 14? Yeah. Okay. And the guy, so if I turn around, they'll be attacking me for 20. Well, I mean, that's 3 defends, certainly covers that. But 2 defense is pretty close. So I don't think I should play a skill potion yet. I know I've been like sitting on this Entropic Brew for a long time, but if I had popped it earlier when I had 2 slots, I wouldn't have been able to fit this skill potion, right? And I'd love to pop the Entropic Brew now, but obviously I want to use the skill potion first, and now is just not the time. So, you block, you. And indeed, as foretold, it is 20 damage. Okay. You're a tank for 20. So it's 26 if I don't. Oh, but I can weaken you. So the 20 will be 15, 21. Yeah, I'd like a skill potion, please. Nightmare, huh? A 0-cost Nightmare is usually pretty good. What exactly do I want more of? Like, neutralize? Probably? I don't think more than 1 well-laid plans is all that good. Even a bunch of neutralizes, I mean, you do sort of not want to draw them all at once, but the good news is my deck is fairly large, so I probably won't draw them all at once. I'll just use them to keep weak on everybody. I think that's fine. Acrobatics doesn't really do anything. Adrenaline is a good card, but it disappears immediately. So it's just helping me on this turn, and I mean, I guess I could hit Piercing Wail with it. That would be kind of cool. But it's basically just drawing me a card. It's not actively doing anything right now. I think I want the Nightmare neutralize. And then let's see what's in here. Oh, I guess I should have, before I actually played the Nightmare, I should have popped this. Yeah, okay. What do we got? I don't have enough discard for Master Planner to be very exciting. I'm leaning towards Footwork, but if there's some reason I should not, my discard is just very limited. Give me the Footwork, please. Okay, so I'm weakening this guy. I'm playing 2 defense. I'm playing well-laid plans. That's the whole turn, I suppose. Although I could pop the energy potion to get up my sleeve going. It's probably worth. Okay. Solid turn. I mean, I drank 3 potions. 4, I guess, if you count the Entropic Brew. And this is my last turn with bonus cards, which, by the way, I already had 5 cards added to my hand before I started drawing, so Ring of the Drake didn't help this turn. Whoops. We want to make sure this guy stays weak for next turn when he does his big attack. So that at least has to happen. Let's see what Prepared has in store. I mean, probably nothing. It's not nothing. Your attack is actually 7, right? Yeah. So 14. So I don't actually need the deflect? Weirdly? But I guess the question is, what do I want to retain? A strike or a deflect? And the answer is obviously a deflect, right? For next turn. So we're playing like Survivor, pitching one strike, playing the other strike, playing one neutralize, and then holding neutralize deflect. It's not important, really, to hold a neutralize. I guess it's actually better to just play it, probably. Might as well play it on this guy while he's vulnerable. And I'm playing one strike, so let's do that now. Okay, pen nib apparently. Oh, I'm probably supposed to pitch Ascender's Bane, right? It doesn't exhaust, but I get to retain 2 cards. I don't think I really need to retain the strike, do I? No. I want to get this exhausted. Only 10? Really? Oh, right, because I weakened him and turned around. Right. So I should have actually... Well, I could have played Deflect and held Survivor. I'm not sure if that's better. 0 energy block 10 is, like, extremely great. Well, it's a nice couple cards to have in your back pocket, I guess. I don't like taking 12 at all. This guy's pretty badly hurt. We could probably finish him off. You're already weak. If I turn to face you, you'll be doing something like 12. I'm not sure exactly how the math works with weekend back attack, but it's about 12. So I'm kind of thinking I want to snakebite you. Well, I could snakebite you. You're going to be alive longer. But I do need to make sure you die pretty soon. I could hold the snakebite together with the 2 the 2 piercing whales. If I just play everything else. Okay, 12. So I'll take 4. Big ouchies. But well-laid plans and deflect looks... Sorry, no well-laid plans. Piercing Whale and deflect looks pretty good here, right? Your attack is actually for 16. Yours will be 0. Well, no, yours is... Wait. Oh, your attack is actually 6, right? Exactly. Because your attack is... No. It's not 2/3 and 3/2. It's 3/4 and 3/2. So to get the actual attack number, I should multiply by 4/3. And also by 2/3. 8/9. So, I mean, it's 5. It must be like... That can't be right. Multiply by 4/3. And 2/3, 8/9. So, okay. I mean, it's somewhere around 6 or 7. I think it must be 7. No. It doesn't, it's not working out. I feel like his actual number should be lower than 6, right? Whatever. But it's about 6. So the point is, Piercing Wail should make this 0. And this guy's attack, we know, is actually 16. So this Piercing Wail would make it 10, which weakens to 7, and so Deflect easily covers it. Yeah. As long as I don't want to turn around. Maybe even if I did? Because remember, this guy's actual attack is 16, which has, well, his strength was +2, but like after his strength, his attack was 16. Our strength reduced it to 10. So he's attacking for 10. If I were to face away, it would be 15. Which he would, I mean, it might be 11, maybe. I gotta snake bite somebody. I guess it's you. I'd really like to be facing just one enemy. Yeah, 11. Okay, I'll take one. They're both still weak. This is the right way to face. So how easily can I come up with 22 block if I don't want to use my Piercing Wail? Very easily. These block for 14? I guess I have 6 decks. Okay. This guy looks very close to dead. He just needs one tiny chip of damage to make sure he dies of poison next turn. Meanwhile, your actual attack is somewhere around 10. If I were to turn and face you, this would go down to probably 7, so 14, probably. Like, Defend Plus just sort of handles it. But I think keeping you weak is... Yeah, so let's strike here. Turn the Neutralize this way. Okay, 12. Great. And it turns out we didn't need to strike this way. I probably should have known that. Up my sleeve. So that I can follow through to kill this guy before I fire off the Ricochet. So no Ricochet hits get wasted on him. Oh, but now these are all wasted? It's a little disappointing. Oh, well, at least we're making penitent progress. The poor impotent Silent just railing against this guy for no clear reason. Okay, sure. I mean, you kind of want to retain the Neutralize, right? so you don't waste your pen nib attack on shield, but I don't think that's right. You just want to hold on to 2 defends, and so play this to make him weak and waste your pen nib. This strike is pretty bad. I guess I'm playing Survivor Deflect. Means I'm pitching a defend. Just using that so that I can hang on to my better card, my big defend. I don't seem to be doing damage with any of this. Do I care about applying more weak to him? Not really. I have 4 neutralized pluses in the deck. I just want to make sure I can keep stacking damage and blocking. Well, now I want my Piercing Wail back, but I don't think it's a problem, right? Just double block. Yeah, and just having one of these guys to deal with instead of 2 makes a big difference. The fight has been a lot more chill ever since this guy died. Pen nib. It's really none of these do anything. You make me frail or something? What a sicko. Alright. I might be missing lethal here, actually. Not quite. One more attack would not have killed him, but it's pretty close. So I... Oh, and I'm taking 0. I thought I was taking 1 somehow. No. It was 1. I must have misread his attack number. Okay, but we got there, right? He's dead? Oh, well, he's blocking. Can I deal... He's at 22, basically? Surely I can do that. Surely. So, how many attacks can I play? Looks like a lot. Can I do 22 damage in 5 attacks? That would be nice. Exactly 5. Well, let's start here. Now we're looking to do 13 in 4 attacks. Well, I have 12 right here with all these shivs. And I mean, some excess damage is fine. But this is lethal. And pen nibs on 9. Alright, made it through another act, just barely. How did I do in the first act boss? What even was that? It feels like a lifetime ago. It wasn't Vantum. It was the Kin. Yes, another very close fight. But I feel like my power level has improved a fair amount since then, right? Land, you know. Okay. All these are nice relics to have. Maybe not the Juzu bracelet for boss fights, but I think this is all horrible. I mean, what? Nightmare on footwork is kind of a game-winning combo, but it costs... You need a ton of setup and a ton of energy to make it work. I have well-laid plans. I could just hang on to the Nightmare until I draw the footwork. But where am I getting the energy to play it all, right? Nightmare for 0 was okay in this fight, but not actually all that great. Nightmare for 3 is a lot less appealing. The Hunt, I mean... I have very little control over when I kill enemies. I just have to luck into it happening to get me an extra card reward. So it would be kind of just like a strike plus if I took it. Doesn't seem like I want to add those to my deck right now. Whereas Echoing Slash, I mean, it's a lot of damage, right? 10 to all. Help with some large group fights. Maybe the Queen, if we run into her. But, I mean, repeating the effect, get real, that's not going to happen. Even in hallway fights, I suspect it's pretty tough to get that to go off. I've never taken this card, but just like 10 damage to all, that's a fine card. You don't have to get the bottom half to go off for it to be okay to take this. You know, it's worse than Dagger Spray Plus, but better than Dagger Spray, right? I think it could be an alright pick. Kind of funny to pen nib this because it's all still just one attack. So it would be 20 to all, and then if one dies, another 20 to all, so that would be kind of cool. A rare chance for pen nib to more than double an attack's damage because it allows the attack to be played additional times. So with normal, like, pen nib can't do more than double Dagger Spray, right? Yeah, I don't see how it could. Well, I guess, like, very slightly more than double. Like, if the enemy was vulnerable and you were attacking for, like, 11, right? Or let's simplify it. Let's say the enemy's vulnerable and you're attacking for 1. Obviously, there aren't cards that do that, but maybe Negative Strength could do that. Vulnerable would not add any extra damage to an attack for 1, so you would just do 1. But if you had Pen Nib, you would be attacking for 2, which would add an extra point of vulnerable damage. So Pen Nib could actually triple something if the enemy were vulnerable. But realistically, all it can do is like double plus 1, and the effect is just most pronounced when the initial damage is 1. Whereas, for Echoing Slash, it could actually quadruple the damage. I'll give it a try. My mate Darv is here, huh? What do you got for me, Darv? Wraith form. I do not think I am in a position to take Wraith form. Looks like Astrolabe for me. A lot better than Empty Cage in this deck, I think. We're not trying to build a slim deck that reliably does anything. We just want to do something more often than not. And having upgraded cards instead of strikes would be a big step in the right direction. And it is strikes. We're not cutting any defense because we have footwork and oddly smooth stone. Malaise plus dagger throw, and what was that? Infinite blades or something? No, backstab. Backstab assassinate. That's certainly a plan for hallway fights. Okay. And bag of marbles and ring of the drake. Yeah? Okay, who's the boss, by the way? I should have looked at that first. The doormaker. I mean, I don't think the layout of this map really influences what I wanted to take from Darv. It seemed like a pretty clear... Astrolabe? Is that the one I took? I've already forgotten what it's called. It's right there. Astrolabe. We should hit a shop at some point. Because I have some money lying around. I don't feel very good about the doormaker. He's just a big sack of HP, and I don't do any damage. So we need to find some way to improve before we get there. And maybe that's elite fights. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, the shop, obviously. So I'm kind of interested in this path. Picks up a shop right before 2 elites. And there's a fire on the way. I guess that number's kind of low, but to get 2 fires, you have to go through here to here. Which, I mean, I guess you could take an early shop into an elite, then 2 fires into another elite. Yeah, that's better than this. Okay. Fine. So we're looking at this. And then presumably divert to the rest site. But maybe take 2 more elites. Seems unlikely that I'm going to want this guy. But I won't mark it off. I'll leave myself the freedom to decide in the future. Obviously, I always have that freedom, but if I mark something off, I usually don't rethink it. Okay, we're on 9 for pet nibs. So... Oh, really? I didn't realize backstab was more damage than assassinate. I thought assassinate was just like better backstab, but it's backstab with less damage but vulnerable. I see. Okay. Well, then it's right to play this first. Boy, you know what this deck needs is a bunch of shivs, so I can just end every fight on turn 1. Shivs are very good at upfront damage. Okay. Would you say that you're dead at this time? I don't think you would say that. You're at 34. And I could do like 18, so no. I'd like to follow through for weaken. The question is it Piercing Wail or Defend? Obviously Piercing Wail blocks 8 and Defend blocks 5, so it should be Piercing Wail, right? Well, not so fast, because if he's weak, the Piercing Wail does less, right? Maybe still more than a Defend, but less than it otherwise would do. So I do have to think that through. So his attack is 15. If he's weak, he loses 4 and goes to 11. If I Piercing Wail, his attack falls to... well, so 11. Then I block 6 of it and take 5. If I Piercing Wail, his attack drops to 7. And then he... Okay, so he still takes 5. He does 5 to me either way. Now, I could go the most defensive route. Piercing Wail, drop his attack down to 7, defend, take 1. But I'm missing out on damage and weak, which I think is wrong. So weirdly, it seems to add up the same, whichever one of these I do. He isn't dead, right? 12, 15 is 27. Yeah, I'm 10 damage short. Okay, so... He's at 16. He's definitely dead, right? Yeah. So I'd like to play up to 3 attacks, but not a 4th, ideally. Well, these are my attacks. And then this kills him. And in case I'm wrong, I'll survive it. Blur, huh? I think that's pretty good. I don't reliably put up big defense numbers, but that's sort of exactly what Blur is for, when you sometimes put up big numbers. This doesn't feel all that exciting. Noxious Fumes, I mean, not all that good against the Doormaker, but it is scaling damage, which I currently have very little of. So it could be a pick here. I don't think so, but maybe. Sling of Courage could let me feel better about taking on some more elites to get other relics, but I don't think it will. I think I still want to try to take 2 elites and probably not 3. Strawberry, I mean, just not exciting enough. Warpaint is fine, but I mean, it's just 2 random skills in this fairly... I mean, 30 is not huge. It's a medium-sized deck. I mean, there are some good hits, but there's a lot of bad hits as well. It's nothing that amazing, I don't think. Prepared, maybe. Just more card draw. Yeah, not the most exciting shop. I mean, there's 1 strike left. And I could take a Noxious Fumes. It just seems so bad against the Doormaker, who like dies all over the like all over the place. That's not what I mean. Dies all the time, I guess is what I meant. So you're constantly having to restart the poison from 0. But I mean, how else am I killing him? Would be my question to you. Maybe I'm trying to defang him with melees or something, but I still have to deal with the rocks. Or the door, or whatever they are. Many times. So I don't think follow-through is... Or sorry, Noxious Fumes is really doing all that much for me. I mean, I guess it's still like, you know, even let's say it takes me 3... Oh, right, he doesn't reset his poison when he leaves. The door, you have to fight multiple times, and that is a fresh fight. But the door maker himself doesn't reset his poison. So, maybe it is Noxious Fumes. And even against the door, like, you know, it's 2 poison, and then 2 poison, and then 2 poison. And let's say it takes me 3 turns to kill the door, which I wish it would take me that little. But even so, that's like, you know, a solid 12 damage per door fight. It's not nothing. I think this would be a nice card to play in the boss fight, even though it's not especially good. I don't know. Maybe the Sling of Courage would have been better than doing this, but too late now. And I can get a potion. I absolutely should. Strength potion would be really strong, actually. I play a lot of small attacks. Dagger Spray? No. But, I mean, get absolutely murked, please? I can kill either of them with this. The other one will take 19, and then I could do 10 more damage, makes it 29. Plus this, I can kill both of these guys, actually. If I backstab here, assassinate, and then snakebite, which is this one, in case anybody's keeping track at home. It's not the one I was about to press, it's that one. Okay. Seems good. I mean, this is kind of the dream fight for this deck, right? Just, can you deal damage quickly? Yes, it's literally the only thing I can do. Actually, I can play more attacks if I grab up my sleeve, right? I can play 4. So we won't be going in with Pen Nib on 9, sadly. Heart of Iron. Probably better than Fortifier. Oh, man. Another Snakebite could be just what the doctor ordered for long fights, but Backflip Plus is so good. You know what? I took the Noxious Fumes. I will not take the Snakebite. And then, I mean... yeah. I accept. I guess attacks are sort of what I need. I don't know. I mean, all of these cards are great, whatever you get. Eight block, draw 3. That's pretty exciting stuff. A random card that costs 0. This is a way to scale, in a way. I might just happen to print a card that does what I, you know, I don't know, what do I need in long fights? I don't know, give me Chaos, I guess? I don't think I've ever taken that set of options before. Okay, guy's still got Artifact, what a jerk. Well, I could assassinate him and then malaise for 5, I suppose, if I wanted. Lose 5 strength, gain 5 weak? Doesn't seem all that great. But I could play a couple of blocks as well. I think we do want a malaise. So we need to assassinate first. And I'm playing at least a couple blocks, or at least like 1, 2. So now, at this point, I think malaise would block, right? He'd be down to 25, oh no, 27. And then he'd be weak. He'd be down to 20. Oh, no. He's still losing 4. He'd be down to 26. He'd lose 4 of that. No, a quarter of that, which is still 7. He'd be at 19. So if I malaise, I take 2 damage. I can defend to take 0, but he ends up with 1 more strength for the rest of the fight. Actually, maybe I should have used the Heart of Iron at some point. Probably not. I think the 1 strength, I mean... He doesn't really ever do any multi-attacks, but I think he's going to get to attack more than twice throughout this fight. So reducing his strength seems important, but if I'm able to easily block those turns anyway, the strength won't matter, whereas the HP loss now will. I think I'll just choose to take 0 damage. Well, I think it's up my sleeve. And then the question is, what attack do I want to double? I mean, I could just play these 3 attacks. It's certainly more damage than up my sleeve, right? Because I get to poison and I get to pen nib the dagger spray, which I can't do both of if I don't play them both. But it would be nice if this started costing less and if I made more progress on pen nib, right? Whoop. I didn't mean to commit to that. I've had a problem with my mouse the last little while where, like, I press and it releases. Like, I don't know. It interprets me just kind of pressing as a quick press and release, and if I do that while I'm also moving the mouse at all, it interprets that as a drag, and that plays the card. Okay, well, I guess this is what we're doing. It's probably the right line. So the question is, do I do 24? Or do I do 12 with 3 poison? And the answer is, obviously, you do the 24. I mean, this is not a good fight for me. So, you know, getting out of this with as little damage as possible is... Maybe I should have taken a strength potion? I don't know. Maybe it's so greedy to hold on to these, isn't it? Okay. Those are good cards. Sure, would have liked that earlier, I think. I guess it's some vulnerable. Yeah, now I think I can pop Heart of Iron. And then I do want to start poisoning him. Embarrassingly slow as it is. Now, he does start attacking next turn, doesn't he? A small attack? Maybe? Don't really remember. Nope. Pen nibs on 5. Blocking for 5 already. I think I'll just take 1 to the burns rather than block any more. Although, I guess I would like to get that weak to keep sticking. Because he does like 2 attacks in a row, right? And I guess this must be the turn when that's starting. Next turn is the turn it's starting, rather. Well, what do we got in here? This looks like an easy block. Okay, sure, I guess. Doesn't really do very much. Wastes a pen nib charge as well, but what can you do? I guess what I can do is I should have played the backflip first to see if I draw a better attack to play. Oh, I'm actually at 28 already, minus this is 26. So a simple defend does it. Well, okay, but I can't retain all this, so in case I math wrong, let's keep that. Really love hard casting a ricochet, very embarrassing. So he doesn't do 2 attacks in a row? Guy just loads you up with burns forever? $52, ouchie! He's not weak anymore. No, it's crazy to play this, right? It must be. But, I mean, Noxious Fumes is doing what I asked for, right? If I don't play a defend, I take 2 to the burn, which feels bad. He's still not attacking next turn. So I think we got him. Oh, he's just dead. Okay, I should have kept more blocks, I guess. Or no, more attacks. Okay, how I can't... Okay. I seem to have 6 burns, so I need to block for 12. Done. And then I want to play as many attacks as I can. Which is done in this way. Okay, escaped the elite fight. Serious damage done, but I'm alive. And I got a strike dummy. I hate you! I wish you were never born! God, why do I play this game? Strike dummy, are you kidding me? It's completely blank. No, I have 2 strike pluses. Okay, sure. Very funny. This looks pretty bad. Another assassinate is kind of funny. I mean, I just have the one card that makes shivs. I don't think I want that thing. It is a kind of weird form of scaling damage, right? In the sense that it's damage later. It's like 9 damage per turn. Which, if it really said deal 9 damage to an enemy each turn, that would be pretty good. But it doesn't say that, of course. You have to actually arrange to play up my sleeve and have the shivs at the right time. I think it's just not a good take. But another assassinate. I mean, I'm in. Rest, please. Yeah. God, strike dummy. I can't believe you. Miniature cannon. Now, that is a card. Because I have a number of upgraded attacks. And them doing 3 extra damage is kind of cool. Well, huh. I mean, upgrading 3 random cards is not all that good for me, I don't think. When did I upgrade Well-Laid Plans? Was that done for me automatically by something? I don't remember doing that. I probably did. Near the end of Act 1 when I picked it up. If that's when I picked it up, I don't remember. I mean, is this really worth 35 HP? 2 fewer cards on turn 1. I mean, I'd still have a 5-card hand, but those cards would be Assassinate, Assassinate, Backstab, and 2 cards, which is a bit of a problem. Wait a minute. Did I actually upgrade? No. I've been getting the Bellows effect on Assassinate all this time and never noticed. This isn't upgraded. It's just Bellows always makes it upgraded. Backstab, I received upgraded. Nothing I could do about it, but okay. Yes, there's some cards that it literally would do nothing. I think I take the HP. No, but then my hand, my turn 1 sucks. I need a turn 1, man. If I only have 5 cards and 3 of them are guaranteed to be 0-cost attacks, and I have 4 energy, very easy to have a bad turn. I think we have to just do this. Alright, well, found another card that goes into my turn 1 every time. And it's another rest, so I can handle this elite. Wow. They're actually poisoned because it was bag of marbles and funnel. Certainly a hand of cards is what I have here. All right, let's see what we have under this. Right, no reason not to play it. I agree. I'm gonna be on the evening news. This is extreme abuse. This shouldn't be allowed. Okay, well. So this will double, which is 36. Plus 50% of that is exactly 54, so no need to waste another attack on you. For each card drawn... Oh, the ones I started with count. So this actually does something. That's nice. Everybody should do something. I mean, who am I supposed to be poisoning? Probably you, right? So I can finish you off pretty quickly, I hope. Well, let's see. I'm playing one defend here at least. How much block does that get me to? 15. You guys are attacking for an awful lot. Are you dead? Oh my god, this attacks for so much. Right, because Strike Dummy and Miniature Cannon, and it's upgraded. That's kind of crazy. Plus the guy's vulnerable. Like, just die? 22 and 9, right? I mean, well, yeah, he's not dead unless I play this neutralize, sadly, but I'll take 1 to you, I guess. Fair enough. And what do I do here? Do I actually need a power, or do I just want up my sleeve? Strike is more damage, but it's fewer attacks. It's only 1 fewer. I guess, okay. Well, so you're taking 12 and then 11. I mean, that's 23, right? So I just have to do 10 damage to you in the next 2 turns? So I should play as many attacks as I can, which means this. Hey, this gets to go off again. It doesn't, because I'm weak. Well, you know what? I'm playing 2 attacks. I'm getting Pended to 9. I'm getting Echoing Slash to trigger. If there were anyone else here, they'd be getting attacked a second time. How cool is that? Yeah, maybe I could have taken a block potion. This is 9 to all enemies twice now because of mini cannon. I don't know why they give you a relic for this. There are some effects in this game that are like, there's a lot of them that are relics that do something when you pick them up, right? All of the whale relics, for example. And I mean, that sort of makes sense to me. The whale gives you a relic, and they want some effects that are like immediate, so they give you relics that do something immediate. Fine. But like, I mean, I guess this is sort of the same. But not everything that every hallway event does to you is given to you in the form of relics, right? Like, there's that one in Act 1... Well, actually, maybe it's in every act, I don't know. But It lets you choose between removing one card or upgrading 2 random cards, I think. There's the 2 doors event. And it doesn't give you a relic representing the one that you took. Right? It's just... it does something to your deck at the time of the event. So why is this one not just something that damages you and upgrades? Why is it a separate relic? Is it because the other outcome of this event would have been a relic? And they want it to be all relics or all not relics? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I mean, Dagger Spray Plus is kind of crazy. But maybe not that important against the Doormaker. I still want to fight this elite. I don't know what potion I want. Like, it's... I don't know if I can guarantee a fight is going to go for 5 turns. But I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that I'll get hit for 12 at some point. I think I'm keeping the block potion. Kind of weird. Regen is a premium potion, but it's just too hard to do right now. And I have a campfire coming up to rest at anyway, so the HP might be kind of wasted. I don't have a good amount of control on when I end fights. So, I think I'm just leaving it alone. Dagger Spray Plus? Would have been nice to have gotten another one. Okay, let's start here. Okay, sure, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting absolutely pummeled here. Well, no, I mean, I guess it's only 24. And Blur is getting me up to 18 at least. So maybe I can just kill this guy? I mean, that's 54. It's kind of serious. Normally, I think you want to go after this guy because he's the one who does all the damage, and what these guys do is a little bit more subtle. Making your stuff ethereal mostly doesn't matter. And this guy doesn't attack that much. This guy, downgrading your cards is kind of a big deal. But they're a little bit hard to kill off because they block regularly, and then they like have spiky damage. It's a little bit annoying to deal with. So it would be nice to kill them. So I guess I should work out whether I can kill one of these guys. Because if I can, I'm easily blocked, right? So, like, that's 54. Actually, I mean, Ricochet is the most total damage, right? So I could pen nib this. But it's not targeted damage. So if I can kill somebody without relying on randomness, that would be nice. I don't know. I think we actually do just Ricochet here. So 18 5 times. All right. Let's see who we're going after today. Great. So can I kill you? I have 27 plus 48 is 75, right? 27 plus 48. 75, yes. Okay, that's pretty good. So I don't even necessarily have to blur, which means I can afford a bit more damage. I can play the poison stab, say, on you. Or I could poison stab here. Now, is that still lethal? If I wanted to assassinate you to keep you vulnerable? Because now this is less. Instead of 24, it's 26. So I'm only doing 71. Sorry. Instead of 24, it's just 20. I think I might have said 26. Yeah, so it's 4 less. It's 71, but he has 4 poison, so that still does it. So the question is, what do I want on you? 4 extra poison or 2 vulnerable? Probably 4 poison, honestly. Because you'll be blocked next turn. I'm not incentivized to attack you. So I guess it's throw all this stuff at you and then poison stab back here. Or blur. Just to keep some block for next turn. That's probably the play. Pretty nice. Choose a card to discard. Yeah. I'm blocked for 11. Do I just want to, like, malaise plus here? I don't think I need this defend. Let's say that much at least. None of this is going to retain, so I guess I may as well just play the deflect. Yeah, I guess it's follow through and snake bite. Let's just make sure you're dead. 13 and then 12. So that finishes you off. I really don't have a lot of Sly cards in this deck, huh? Luckily, he's attacking for 6, so we don't need a lot of help. It turns out I drew Dagger Spray, so maybe I could have gotten away with not neutralizing you. On the other hand, huh? We're doing it! We're doing it! It's happening! No real need to backflip. Let's just defend. Exhaust fewer of my cards. I don't know. I guess this meant I exhausted a backflip plus instead of a defend, so actually that was pretty stupid. This card sucks. And this guy all by himself, not generally that much of a threat, I would say. This card doesn't do anything. Pen Nip? Steals 30. Yeah, I can get Pen Nip to 9. Alright, easy fight. I think I took 0 or 1 or 2. Rouge is nice. Bubble Bubble, huh? I've been asking for more damage in long fights, and I have Noxious Fumes, so in a long fight this will always hit. I think this is exactly what I want. Yeah, very funny. So, if I were to smith, I mean... Noxious Fumes, maybe? 1 extra poison every turn? Is that better than 21 HP? Maybe. If it ends the combat a turn earlier when they're attacking me for 45, like, yeah, that could be a lot. But usually I'm able to block better than that. So I think I just want to have a bunch of HP to play with here. And at least I made it to the boss. Win or lose, we got this far. Oh, right! Even on turn 1 they're poisoned! I forgot that. That's very nice. Okay, but this is still the most damage, right? Yeah. There goes all my vulnerable. I guess I'm just cracking this right now. And I mean, I did absolutely demolish this door, so that's nice. And I guess we're setting up for a... We're just carrying over a lot of block for next turn? Because the door maker will be attacking. No? I still don't understand the interaction with poison. I feel like he should have gotten to wear off his stunned last turn. Okay, well... I think malaise is just the best thing I can do. Right? Lose 4 strength? I mean, he never multi-attacks. He just attacks for like 20-something. So... or more. So maybe that's not anything. Maybe I'm just supposed to work on my own damage with up my sleeve and stuff? On the other hand, I'm about to discard all my sources of weak. I think I want this guy weak for a long time. Yeah. Okay. It's just malaise. Shame to waste 52 block, though. Shouldn't have played the dagger spray. Well, no, I wouldn't have drawn well-laid plans without it. I mean, I have to play well-laid plans here, right? I have to play fumes. I'd like to play Snake Bite, but I don't want to take 30. So I guess it's block. See what we get. Oh, okay, sure. Well... didn't make as much progress against this guy as I would have liked. But I did neutralize most of the strength he was gaining, and I got my own powers applied, so I'll just have to be satisfied with that. Meanwhile, this guy attacks for 32? Help! My blocks aren't that good. This is... It's criminal is what it is. It's 28. You don't want to rethink this or nothing? I mean, I can defend. I can even pounce defend if I want. But I'd like to get Snakebite going, you know? Well, I have Retain. I can hang on to the Pounce for when it's more appropriate. And just play, like, defend, Piercing Wail here. He's weak, so... What's his actual attack right now? Looking for 4/3 of 14? I don't know. Nobody could find this out. 21 or something? No. Less than that. 19? He's attacking for 19 times 2. So if I weaken him, it would be 13, which weaken loses 4 of... Be 9 times 2, 18. Yeah, so I mean that I'm blocked if I do that. Okay, we get a small break here. But you can see how, like, once the free stuff I get on turn 1 wears off, I'm way less capable of dealing with pretty much anything. And every turn is a big challenge. Right now is looking pretty good. But, like, this is 46, and he's not dead yet. It's not clear at all that I can deal 46. Or deal... how much do I have to do to get to him? 36? 36. Blocking all of this is, like, very difficult. I mean, I guess I can weaken him. Well, okay. Survivor is getting played no matter what, because it's part of the block plan and the attack plan. And the ordering doesn't really matter. I'm not hitting pen nib. So now we only have to do 12. That I can manage, right? 3 shivs would do it pretty well. And get this finally discounted. So I think that's the play. Oh. Why did those do 7? I only gained 1 strength. Oh, strength potion was the other 2. Yes, right. Okay. So the door maker should be pretty weak already. He left with like 4 weak, didn't he? So maybe he has only 3, but like, is this a card I want to retain? I kind of want to keep Poison Stab and Strike for next turn, because he won't be attacking. So I think I just play this to get Pen Nib advanced. Okay. Some good skills in there. So I think it's just poison stab, pounce. But my damage is just really not all I would like it to be. The snake bite in here that I'd like to get to, but I don't have to do it right now. What do we got? It's a blur. That's nice. He's already weak. But I am blurred, so I just want to pile on the block, I think. Maybe I was supposed to play Snakebite this turn and block next turn, but I couldn't necessarily know that I would have a bunch of block cards, I don't think. Plus this way Snakebite costs only one. I don't think I'm playing Mad Science this turn, believe it or not. I just want to play Poison Stab and get a pen-nibbed Pounce into Snakebite. Actually, maybe I should get the weak extended a bit, and that lets me sneak in a Mad Science. Yeah, Mad Science is just so good. Oh, but if I'm doing that... I see. I can't also Snakebite. I really need to Snakebite. This guy's poison is embarrassing. Funny. There's no way to follow through after playing... Yeah, there is. Well, right. You can follow through after Snakebite. That's fine. But if you want to also play Pounce before Snakebite, well, that's fine too. But I also want to play Pounce after follow through because of Pen Nib. Although I guess the damage on them is basically the same, so it barely matters. Okay, fine. Block 10. This is a lot of block. Oh my god, he heals? No, this guy heals. I don't really understand. I don't understand how the Doormaker fight works. And they're changing it at some point. I'm not on the beta branch, as you can see. Okay, what's in the box? Sure. Looks like defend, defend. We're sort of just treading water here. And not even quite doing that. Yeah, I mean, this fight seems very bad to me. It has continued to... It has gone downhill from bad to worse. And, you know, for the reason I predicted. No scaling damage. Also, my block is not all that great. Actually, I can block this turn without too much trouble. So I don't need the Survivor. Well, I'd rather retain the Survivor, I think. I'm retaining one card. Yeah, okay. Oh, I get to keep both of these. I didn't account for a weakening him. Great. It just never stops. Okay? Don't think this is all that important. It's pretty important next turn, though, isn't it? I need him to be weak. Yeah, just a quiet 54, no big deal. Actually, it might be no big deal. Okay, it's something. Can I do 50 this turn? It seems unlikely. I guess we'll find out. Well, I should check. Is this lethal? That would be 18... plus 18 is 36. I need 39 to kill. Oh, but it actually is 2 chokes. Strangles, excuse me. So I think that does just barely kill him. If I want to, right? This is 18, and 18 is 36. And he's currently at 39. But he's taking 4 from Strangle. That's gotta be the play, right? Okay. I don't think I can kill that door again, so this guy had better die fast. Pen nib is not really a consideration here. $29 poison, how embarrassing. Alright, so let's just save these. Dagger Spray Plus would be nice, but I need to make sure I have block. These guys attack for serious numbers. Very funny. It's free to play this turn. Ha 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 ha. We're all laughing. Okay, great. Well, I'd like to come up with 17 more block. I guess 20 is the number I'm going to come up. Well, I should play the deflect. And then it's like, do I really want to skip out on 18 damage just to block 5? If I were blurring, it would be another matter, but I'm not. The thing is, 5 is half of my HP, so probably... I mean, like I said, I need to kill this guy before he runs away again, because I don't think I can handle the door one more time. So maybe I'm supposed to strike, but... I don't think I can kill him that fast, so I think the answer is I need to find a way to deal with the door. At least Skewer works on pen nib, so there's that. I need to somehow, like, steal my resolve and make it through the door fight again. So, I mean, this could do as much as 48 if I pen nib it, which I could easily do. But that wouldn't kill him. Alright, this is 21. This is 48. That's 69. Plus 35 is 104? So that doesn't seem like the play. Well, unless, of course, I can comfortably block, which does not seem true. The most block I can come up with is 33? I just die, right? He's not weak anymore, and I'm dead. Yep. Okay, well, I did my best. I mean, I'm sure there were ways I could have played better. But I never really got any of the Sly stuff to come together at all. I was offered, I feel like, very few pieces for that. And I don't know. I do have a big old pile of weird garbage. No real plan in the deck. Great at turn 1, but couldn't find enough to help me out for really long fights. I mean, obviously I can do the most damage. I can go out swinging, I suppose. There's not like some secret way I can apply weak here. I don't think so. Let's go down swinging then. Going to need a new map because the Spire regenerates every time? Is that all you're saying? Or I don't know. Okay, well, it's been a while since I died on the final boss. Definitely couldn't have made it through Ascension 10 since I couldn't handle 9. My relics were okay. I got some decent relics. I can't be too mad about them. Like, a couple of them weren't that great, but most of them, they had a clear plan. Kill the enemy on turn 1 and hope for the best. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.